Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. Excuse me. I'm going to be talking about the Sun square or opposition Neptune in a natal chart. Now, first off, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in a natal chart that were a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is, one way these aspects may manifest, whether you have the Sun square or opposite Neptune in a chart, there can be difficulty in focusing, which is the Sun, on your dreams and fantasies, which is Neptune. If Neptune is in Scorpio, say, as an example, those dreams and fantasies may be connected with psychology, locksmithing, the occult, which includes astrology. Some other things could be embalming, working as a coroner, a surgeon, doing something associated with forensics or investigation. If Neptune, say, um, is in, say, it's in Libra, those dreams and fantasies may be connected with, art, the law, something in negotiation, arbitration, um, something with scales, even in some cases. I mean, that is connected with Libra. Um, some other things too can be, or another way this may manifest, I should say, it may be difficult to shine, so to speak, which is the Sun, in expressing one's imagination, which is Neptune. Now, let's say, Neptune is in Capricorn. It could be doing, as far as imagination connected with business, or, it could be one's career in general, or, doing some even information technology, carpentry, as some examples are construction, as another example on this. And another thing, too, about these aspects, there may be issues with the attainment of ideals, which is Neptune, and that may have an adverse effect on one's ego, which is the Sun. And if you have Neptune in Sagittarius, say, those ideals may be connected with just expanding horizons in general, exploration, adventure, sports, the outdoors, publishing, advertising, printing press operation, and also too, there may be difficulty in matters with hidden adversaries, which is Neptune, and that could also have a negative or adverse effect on the ego again, which is the Sun. And the thing is too, in those hidden enemies or hidden adversaries, which is Neptune, may have more of a negative or adverse effect on your life, which is the Sun, than most people. Yes, regardless of aspects in astrological placements, hidden enemies can often, generally, they do have, almost always, they have a negative effect on one's life, but it could be more pronounced with these aspects as opposed to most others. Now, another thing too is that another way these aspects may be expressed, it could be where, the less fortunate, which includes, the homeless, the impoverished, the hungry, the oppressed, which is Neptune, is the less fortunate, may not be compatible often with the basic or fundamental character, which is the Sun. Let's say that the Sun is in the zodiac sign Cancer. That basic fundamental character can be one that is tenacious, dedicated, devoted, protective, introverted, family oriented. It could be one that's very nostalgic. And the thing too is, another thing, about this. Well, let me give another example first. If the Sun is in Virgo, that basic fundamental character can be analytical, punctilious with details, industrious, helpful, service oriented, health conscious, punctual, as some other examples. Now, also too, another way these aspects may manifest, it could be where you have the biological father and dominant males, which is the sun, may not be in agreement, with the things that inspire you, that you have inspiration for, which is Neptune. Now, if Neptune, say, going back to Scorpio as an example, if Neptune is in Scorpio, the things that may inspire you could be transformation, deep research, investigation, going beyond subterfuge, superficiality, going beyond the surface, as some examples, or it could be Neptune-related fields, which are, can include, the occult, which includes astrology. Some other examples, again, psychology, locksmithing, embalming, working as a coroner or surgeon. And the thing about this too, these aspects, there may be more difficulty finding the energy and vitality, which is the sun, for actions that involve altruism, which is Neptune. Say if Neptune is in Aquarius, as an example, those matters with altruism, for maybe just flavor with more humanitarianism, selflessness. Altruism may be more tied into the environment, doing things for the collective good of others, or it may be something with a more, Aquarius related subject, whether it could be astronomy, computers, electronics, astrology, innovation, aviation, meteorology, and also too, another way these aspects may pan out for someone in natal chart, it could be where drugs and alcohol, which is Neptune, may be more detrimental to the physical body, which is the sun. And that's if the person that has this aspect does this. I mean, they're only, I'm sure all, it's not where all people that have this aspect even are involved in that. But if the person is, excuse me, involved in any drugs or alcohol, well, it may be more detrimental to the physical body, have more of an adverse effect on the person, more so than usual. And the thing about this is, and depending on the sun position, and I don't know as far as alcohol and drugs, what parts of the body it can affect, but say, if somebody has the the sun in Libra, if drugs and alcohol, if they can adversely affect kidney function, then that would be something to look at in that example. If the sun is in Scorpio, there could be, damage. There may be greater propensity for more damage to the, the colon or the prostate or bladder, if that is possible through the, through the overuse of or excessive use of drugs and or alcohol. But anyway, there may also be difficulty, finding the drive and motivation, which is the sun, for Neptune-related activities, and that can include many things, whether it's rescuing, sacrificing, altruistic actions, or just it could be like a Neptune-type field, whether it could be poetry, dancing, photography, anesthesiology, spirituality, or even the metaphysical, which includes astrology. And also too, I would say with this aspect, it may be difficult, maybe there's something about yourself, your basic fundamental character, which is the sun, which you don't really have, you have trouble understanding. That's a little bit nebulous or unclear. And the thing about this is, and when you look at this, this aspect, you're talking about, the sun, which is our, our basic, our drive, our motivation, and being able, and then you have, Neptune, which is, connected with just doing things, more inspired, or, or just whatever Neptune related things, such as, again, like the poetry, the dancing, photography, those things in general, again, it might be harder to have, the motivation, the incentive to do those things, or even have the physical energy in those matters as well. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.